Yeah, I mean, watching them over the last 2 seasons, you've seen in Cincinnati how much more clear their style of play, their identity is to versus any opponent. And last night, I think you saw that again. I think they were unfortunate not to get more out of that match last night. Highly talented team, extremely well coached team. That's why they win the Supporters Shield last year. And I would expect much of the same on Sunday. Do they make changes or not based on what their match fixture schedule is? I'm not sure. But from our standpoint, even if they do make some changes, the players that they have coming in, again, they've done a great job building out that lineup and the depth of the squad. So the style of play and the identity will still be there from them. And we're going to have to be really well prepared to go to Cincinnati and take anything off of them.
What's the status of Benteke?
Yeah. Christian has been able to train a little bit this week, and so we're still hopeful that he's available this weekend. But we're also in a position where it's early in the season, and if it's not 100% ready to go, then we're not going to push anything at this stage.
Yeah, so what's the bulletin board material for like this game? What's the one thing that kind of motivates the guys, or what's the theme for this matchup?
Oh, I don't know that there's any bulletin board material. Hopefully we haven't given them any, that's for sure, and I don't think Cincinnati's given us any, because our main focus has really been on ourselves. I said that maybe a couple weeks ago about our preparation going into New England, and not just because it's early days. We really just want to continue to focus on the identity that we want to create, and we're laying that foundation, and I think we've done well in the first 2 matches to show exactly the direction that we're going in. But yeah, there's no other motivation aside from us trying to get better every single week.
And speaking with some of the guys, I asked them about the chemistry. So they really like the chemistry that they feel with you and that they're playing with each other. How do you see it?
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that, and I feel that with them as well. At least our relationships, I think we're continuing to develop those every day. I'm quite demanding of them, and I think the players respect that, and so is the rest of my staff. I think we're trying to really change things in a lot of different ways for DC United, and the reception from the players and everyone in the club, I think, has been a positive one. And I think that type of energy is exactly that energy, that spirit is something that you need to have every single day to be at the the top of any of the standings.
Coach, okay, go back a little bit to the question. Yesterday was the CONCACAF Champions Cup, and Cincinnati lost against Monterrey 1-0. But do you feel that we will have an advantage to face Cincinnati because our players have a better rest?
Yeah, I think rest is a factor in this. There's no doubt about that. That's tough to come off of that match last night, and you could see they I think deserve more than what they got last night. They poured everything they had into getting a result, and then on the back end of our match, they have to go to Monterrey, and they're still in the tie, so they can go and potentially push through. And I'm hopeful to see an MLS team push through in that competition. But I, at the same time, what I said to Steve earlier is the way I feel. If they make changes, then the players that are coming in understand clearly their identity, their style of play, and they're very good players. So we're only going to focus on ourselves in the preparation going into Cincinnati this weekend.
Today, we are celebrating International Women's Day, and I'm very curious, and I believe all of the fans, they are watching you right now. We would like to know who are the women currently inspires you?
Well, the first one, that's great to know. I'm not great with keeping up with the different celebratory days. I didn't know that until right now. But thank you for that question, because I can talk about one that inspires me every single day, and that's my wife. She's the reason that I'm able to coach in this game for as long as I've been able to. She's the one that's been the breadwinner in our family because she's an incredible salesperson for Progeny, is the company she works for. And she's also the caretaker for our 2 girls in a big way. So, I mean, she's the person that inspires me. And, yeah, I'm happy to celebrate her. I try to celebrate her every day, but I will even more so on a day like today. Thank you for that.
What have you seen from Christian Fletcher coming off the bench and
Yeah.
his ability to affect the game? Obviously, he had a player the other day, but his punch, his impact.
Yeah, I would say Christian clearly he scores the goal, so that brings about a different dynamic whenever you're able to do that and bring us back to 2-2 at Portland. That's a big deal for a young player like that, especially to step up in that moment. That's exciting. What we're trying to get Christian to come to is more consistency in his performances and every single play, really, because his level of talent is off the charts. I mean, it's really exceptional, and he's someone that can make a play every single time he steps on the field with the ball, but he doesn't have to all the time, you know. And so it's being able to read those moments of when to make that impact versus when to recycle the ball and just maintain that balance. And he's I think growing in that area a lot, and he'll continue to do so, and he'll continue to make more and more of an impact if he fine tunes that part of his game.
You weren't here last year, but during the off season you went overseas. Are there things that you think he picked up from that experience, although just over a few months at under 21 level?
Yeah.
That is applied here?
No doubt about it. I mean, this is a big topic of conversation whenever I first started to speak with Fletch, is his experience when he went there. And what he told me about that experience was the degree of professionalism, the type of potential that he has to make it in a league like that, whether it's at the championship or the Premier League. It just inspired him in a different way to where he wants to fully focus, fully maximize every single second. And I think that's for all young players. It's about coming to that realization. The sooner you can come to that realization and you have talent like he has, the sooner you can probably realize the potential to go to a league that's at that level.
How about Aaron Hernandez? Aaron Herrera.
Yeah.
He's really standing out. I'm seeing him all over the place on social media. What can you tell us about Aaron?
Yeah. I like to see Aaron all over the field. That's what I like. I don't know about social media exactly, but he is absolutely all over the field for us, and that's a good thing because we want our fullbacks to be really aggressive and be in the opponent's box and try to play make. And Aaron has this type of capability and capacity, and I think he's setting himself up for a great season. We have to continue to feed someone like that because he can be the difference for us. And I'm really, really happy that he's with DC United and that I'm able to work with him every day.
Ryan, any questions on Zoom?
Yep, we'll go to Ryan Kiefer.
Hi, Troy. I'm not entirely sure if this was spoken to at the beginning, but I was wondering if there'd been any update on Mohamed's status and anything you could speak to on that.
No, it's still the same status. I think I've described that one a couple of times now, and it still remains the same.
That's it from Zoom, Troy. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, guys.